Anthony Joshua and Robert Helenius have faced each other in the ring after Robert stepped in on short notice, and it was a showdown. Anthony Joshua was originally supposed to fight Dillian Whyte, but after failing a dope test, Dillian was replaced by Robert on short notice. Anthony definitely sees a doping problem in the sport, and he hopes that Dillian's test was a mistake. Anthony stated, "There is a doping problem in the sport, definitely. Boxing is not an institution where you can join a club and everything's presented to you. These guys go to local gyms and they're around people who might be doing dodgy stuff. I hope it is a mistake for Whyte, but it shows why I have to invest in these tests and why the team have got Helenius tested, because it's important, because this stuff happens. It doesn't fill me with anger, no, but it's not good. I don't think we just need longer bans. I think we need to look at it at the root. I don't know the solution, but I always mind my P's and Q's because I don't want my reputation damaged." Well, as a result of the last-minute changes, we got to see Anthony take on Robert, and here's what people thought about the fight. Fraser Clark had believed that Anthony was only one performance away from a Tyson Fury fight, and he stated, "He's a performance away from being back in the conversation. Last time out against Jermaine Franklin, it was a solid performance. It didn't set the world alight or do anything to make you think he'd bash up Tyson Fury or Usyk, but he's one performance away from having people demanding the Fury fight next." Even though Robert came in as a late change, he seemed to believe that he already had the key game plan for handling Anthony. Robert stated, "I respect him a lot. Of course, I think he's a little bit gun-shy from his earlier fights. Or I don't know if it's gun-shyness anymore. I think it's more of his change in his technique with a new trainer. And they're making him make more movements, more checking around, not going in aggressively like he did in the beginning of his career. So he's grown as a boxer as well. I respect him tremendously, and I'm going to have to be 100% there mentally to get this win." Eddie Hearn thought that Robert's power might be something that Anthony would have to worry about.
Saw him on Fox a couple of times, batter Adam Kanauki. He lost to Deontay Wilder. He got knocked out by a shot that would have knocked out a horse as well, and he came to fight. It's the reason he got knocked out in that fight. He can punch, he's 6'8". He won at the weekend, sent me a message straight after the fight from the changing room. I actually think it's a tricky fight. I think it's quite a dangerous fight.
George Groves didn't really see too much of a problem for Joshua, but he did offer a piece of advice. George stated, "I can't see any real problems for Joshua. Robert Helenius won over the weekend, so the advantage is that he will be fit. However, I do predict a good Joshua performance, but there's pressure on him. The last big name Helenius was in with was Deontay Wilder, and Wilder blitzed Helenius in under a round, so Joshua might be thinking he's got to match Wilder's performance, and people will be expecting him to do the same. Joshua has to show us a punch-perfect performance. This isn't a fight to go past the middle rounds. I don't want to see him slugging through 12 rounds and saying, 'I got the rounds in and I'm still learning.' No boxer should be doing that, especially if you're at Anthony Joshua's level. I predict a solid Anthony Joshua win before the fight gets to the middle rounds. Hopefully that sets him up for a super fight with Wilder. Frank Smith even talked about Robert's fight with Deontay when he spoke about him stepping in at the last minute.
Robert Helenius, he had a warm-up fight last Saturday, which he'd been playing for a long time. You're going to get a lot of comparisons to Deontay Wilder, but he went in there to fight it with Deontay Wilder. He didn't shy away and try and hide from him in the ring. And he got caught with a massive shot. That's what Deontay Wilder does. He's a huge puncher. There's going to be a lot of comparisons there. But I think with a week's notice, it's a decent opponent. And it's hard, but the reality is we'll give people refunds on their tickets. The show's now not pay-per-view, and I think we've come with a really good solution. And whoever we would have picked, people would have moaned. That's the reality of it. We've tried our best within a short time frame. And I think, like I say, Robert Helenius is going to go in there and give him a test, and that's what we want.
According to Anthony Joshua, the build-up and preparation for this fight has been incredibly calm, even with the change in opponents. Anthony stated, "People might not believe it, but I just love the day before a fight. I feel incredibly relaxed. There's no stress. I know all the hard work is done. I'm as ready as ever, and throughout the day, I'll start gradually itching for the ring walk." You always picture that moment walking out at the O2 with the roar, people chanting your name, knowing all the fans have got your back. That energy is just unreal. You feel like a gladiator in front of your home crowd. It's actually been a relaxed fight build-up even with the change of opponent. I've just stayed in my own little bubble and got on with the job at hand. As I always say, the only thing I can and will worry about is me. Conor McGregor couldn't praise AJ enough before the fight, and he admitted that he'll be ringside to witness him. Conor tweeted, "This man at Anthony Joshua is the definition of class, quality, and loyalty. What he and Eddie Hearn have built is just absolute magic. I cannot wait to witness AJ Powerhouse do work this weekend and live from ringside. Wow, honored, let's go." At Forge Stout, at Matchroom Boxing. Jake Paul was very happy with how AJ handled taking on a new opponent, and he sees what he did for everyone on the undercard. Jake tweeted, "Respect to Anthony Joshua for keeping his fight together and ensuring all of the fighters on the undercard are taken care of. That's what we need more of, fighters looking out for other fighters. I will be watching on DAZN." On top of that, Anthony understood what it meant to everyone else on the undercard. Anthony stated, "I know how much it means for everyone on the undercard to compete. I know how hard the backroom staff work too, so I didn't want to let anyone down. It's kind of like a responsibility. Late replacement isn't ideal, and this is about the third time it's happened. A long career will present these types of obstacles, and I've just got to get used to them. This is just another rock in my shoe towards the top of the mountain." Anthony didn't just take care of the fighters on the undercard though, and Robert admitted that he couldn't turn down an offer like AJ gave him. Robert stated, "This fight offer came to me 5 minutes after my fight. I was going on vacation with my family, but not anymore. Luckily, I had a good training camp, so I feel ready. I'm ready to fight. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. It's going to be glorious. When you get this big an opportunity, you can't let it slip. I'll give everything in my power to win this fight." Carl Froch thought that Robert was a good last-minute replacement, but he still hoped to see AJ put on a performance. Carl stated, "You would think that Anthony Joshua will be able to put on a bit of a display, put on a bit of a performance. It's a good fight for Joshua as a late replacement. It's basically just going to be a fight where Anthony Joshua can relax, enjoy himself. But he needs to be sure to put on a performance and show the fans and future opponents that he means business. I like to see him box and move, show his skills, and then finish the job. I expect to see him get Robert Helenius out of there before the final bell rings." As for those wondering about Dillian Whyte, he has responded to the claims and he hopes to prove his innocence. Dillian stated, "I'm shocked and devastated to learn of a report by VADA of adverse findings relating to me. I only learned of it this morning and I'm still reacting to it. I've also just seen that the fight is being canceled without having any chance to demonstrate my innocence before the decision was taken. I can confirm without a shadow of doubt that I have not taken the reported substance in this camp or at any point in my life. I'm completely innocent and ask to be given the time to go through the process of proving this without anybody jumping to conclusions or trial by media. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.